people to give online. We'll do some star signs. What's happening? Nothing's happening. All right. I'll get star signs done. Star signs done. Hey there, Mama B. I'm going to just start off with star signs until hopefully we get some payments. Get people coming in donating for their questions. Yeah, not sure who will get online today. I mean, Rocky was on yesterday for a mini read. I think we had Gita yesterday for a detailed read. We also had, who was it? Bethel. Bethel called in yesterday. Bethel was actually helping. Bethel is now a moderator in the room, Mama B. So yeah, I can see that you're here, so all good. We'll just start with the star sign readings. We'll do some timestamps. There's nobody in here, just you at the moment, so we'll do that and see how we go. Has your friend gone, or is he still there? Has your friend finally left, or is he still there at your house? I'm just going to pour some tea. Should have bought chamomile, Asian tea or something. All right, let's do star signs. So starting off with Cap, 3 minutes 20 we'll say. 3:20 for Capricorn. So if you are Capricorn, yes or no, as well as just general messages, what's going on right now. I'm going to do the star signs from Capricorn right through to Sagittarius if we get time. So I'll just timestamp as we go. I'm going to put these into 3 piles and 3 cards per star sign, yes or no, as well as information. So we're going to start with Capricorn and move forward. Actually, we'll say that we're starting with Capricorn at 350. 350 for Capricorn. Here we go. Okay, Capricorn, this is for Capricorn. Yes or no? He's laying there. We have the King of Cups. We have the Hangman. And we have the Page of Wands. So if you are a Capricorn, I'd say that this is a maybe yes to your question. So your yes or no question, maybe yes at this time. It looks more like a yes. You may be dealing with an older person, old and young as well. This may be a relationship between 2 people where somebody's older, somebody's younger. It may also be father and son, father and daughter. I do think that somebody's waiting to start a love journey. You know, this guy's all about love and affection and support and family. This is all about travel and journeys, and this is waiting. So for Capricorn, it looks like you're on a waiting game at the moment. You're either waiting for this character to come in towards you, you're waiting to go on a holiday, you're waiting to travel, or you're waiting for somebody else to realise that you want them. Okay, so that's what we've got for Capricorn. Just a quick, brief little thing that we're doing here. Aquarius. Aquarius is 5 and 10. This is for Aquarius. Think about your yes and no, Aquarius, and this is your reading for today. You have the 7 of Wands, that would be a no. You have the 8 of Cups, which would be another no. So your question is no. Aquarius, definitely a no here. What the hell is going on for Aquarius at the moment? Now, as people have seen, before I started, I shuffled the whole lot and said, you know, putting them in 3 piles and each star sign as we go. So Aquarius, stubborn behaviour, pig-headed behaviour, putting up walls, barriers. It could be telling you that boundaries, you might be crossing somebody's boundary or somebody might be crossing yours at this time. I also feel that you or somebody else has emotionally detached, let something go and walked away, or you're probably thinking about doing that. Now either you or somebody else is manipulation, gaslighting, lying, sneaky kind of behaviour. Something not really nice going on here around Aquarius people at this time. If it's anything to do with illness and sickness, I'm not a doctor, but this can be an illness that is returning or something that's increasing. This would be needing to deal with it in a different way and not to be go sideline and use something yourself. Go and see a doctor or a therapist or whatever it is you need to do at this time. But yeah, not so great for Aquarius reading today. All right, and your question was no. So we got a yes and then we got a no. Pisces is up next at 7 minutes. 7 minutes, we'll just wait till that clicks over. Okay, Pisces, yes or no? Think about your question. You have the Empress, which is a yes. You have the Emperor, which is a definite yes. Emperor and Empress, I'm going to give you a yes before we even look at the third card. And you have victory and success. So this could be getting a new job, landing a relationship, being in the right place at the right time, being desired, and somebody, you desire them, they desire you. I feel like this is a power couple. I feel like this is a business decision. It's fantastic. If this is a new job, a promotion, whatever it is, you have a straight out yes, Pisces. So far the best reading out of the deck. So let's continue on. If you've just joined us, at the moment I'm just quickly doing the star signs, so if you are a particular star sign that I'm reading, it's a yes and no. Think about a question in your mind. Up next we have Aries. Mama B, this is you. We're going to start that one at 8 minutes. 8 minutes for Aries. Here we go, Aries. Yes or no? Think about your question, Aries. We have a yes. We have a probably yes. And we have a yes. Okay, so I'm going to say that this is a yes. It's a probably yes at this stage. You're being told about making some firm commitments, some firm decisions. It could be a gift on its way. It could be a ring, a necklace, a watch. It could be somebody offering some job, some position. It could be an offer of love or some kind of commitment and solid grounding. We also have where you're looking at your choices at the moment and you will choose one. So it looks like Aries, you've got a yes, a maybe yes in time, so you might have to wait, but you will be choosing between 3 circumstances, 3 people, jobs, whatever it is. You're making a firm choice, you're sticking to it, and you're making a decision in your own mind, this is what I'm going to do for however long. This is a karmic thing that you're going through at the moment. You were meant to meet this person, you were meant to have this job, you were meant to move to this house. And talking about moving, Mama B, that could be movement to finally moving where you were meant to go. Okay? All right, up next we have Taurus starting at 9 and 20. Taurus, think about your yes or no. Here we go. Taurus, your messages are a yes, and a yes. Okay, Taurus, this is a yes, straight out yes for Taurus. We have the Sun, my favourite card in the deck. So if you've been sick, this is getting better. If you've had money troubles, this is where money's coming. If you trying to find something out, this is where the information is finally coming to you. There's something to do with money here, so you could be retiring, you could be changing jobs, you could be getting a payout, you could be getting an inheritance. This is really good energy in regards to anything financial at this time. You also could be retiring or finishing a job and going into something new directions finally happening. Really good energy there for Taurus. A lot of good energy today. A lot of good energy. Aquarius was not so great. Not too sure what was going on there. All right, we're up to Gemini is up next. Doesn't look like we've got anyone joining us at the moment, but that's fine. Let's move on to Gemini at 10:30. 10:30 for Gemini. Here we go. I might be going offline straight away, Mama B. We'll see how we go. Gemini, we've got a yes here. Something to do with a woman and another woman. We got another yes here, and we have a maybe not. Okay, so Gemini, it looks like typical of Gemini. If this is you being two different people at once. If this is not you, this is where you're dealing with somebody that's very headstrong, very determined. They want things, they want it now. We also have somebody that's very sexual, very playful, very fertile, very busy energy. Both of them work and busy and all of that. One of them is very much up in her head. The other one is very playful and friendly, maybe sometimes too friendly. So I don't know if you're a male watching this and you're dealing with two different women. One could be your partner, one could be your best friend, one could be your lover, one could be your wife. Hopefully not. But Gemini, you're definitely dealing with two women. If you are a female Gemini yourself, you're possibly dealing with other women at this time, and I feel like you're trying to help somebody as well. Hey there, Chris, welcome, and Estelle, welcome to the room. I'm just working through the star signs. So that was Gemini. So far we've done Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. We're on to Cancer up next at 12.0. So 12 minutes for Cancer. Cancer, think about your yes or no question in your mind, and here we go. We have a yes, we have a yes, and we have a yes. Cancer, it's looking mighty fine here. We have the Lovers, we have the Knight of Love, and we have the Nine of Cups. Wishes coming true, happiness coming your way. Now for some Cancer people out there, you may be having babies, you may be having a second baby, you may be pregnant at the moment, there may be twins with the Lovers there, which is the twin symbol. It may have nothing to do with pregnancy. If it is pregnancy, my bet is that it's a male, because we have a Knight sitting here in the middle. But for others, this is a love match, a soul match, a twin flame kind of journey. Something increasing in love and stability and hopes for the future, but you've been wishing and hoping for something, Cancer, and it's finally coming in. So we got a pretty nice yes there. So far, Estelle and Crystal, the star signs, they've been all very positive except for Aquarius for some reason. It just came out in the deck not so nice. It must be something going down with Aquarius at the moment. So 13:30 is Leo. 13:30 timestamp. Yeah, so here we go. Leo, think about your yes or your no. We have a yes, we have a maybe, and we have a no. Okay, so we're going to take one from the bottom to get either a yes or a no. If we get a maybe, the question can't be answered. We have a no. Okay, so we're going to stick to a no for Leo. Okay, Leo, so what's going on here? Somebody might be being impulsive, rushing in, making decisions without really thinking what they need to do. It can represent the nighttime or mystery as well. When I see the Page of Swords, it reminds me of the Jack of Spades, which is nighttime or secrets or something going on. We also have something where you need to heal, or you may be dealing with a Virgo energy at this time, Leo. So that may be something to do with a Virgo energy, or you might need to just stop and rest in that, because I feel like there's been an impulsive decision followed by a need to just rest. We also have something to do with money, Leo. You may be needing to review your finances at this time. You may be out of work. You may be looking for a new job. You may have spent too much money in the past. You may also have loaned some money, or you're trying to borrow some money at this time. It just looks like it's a bit of a struggle around money. So don't make impulsive decisions. Take your time and then come out flying. There could be something around a male that's not feeling very good at the moment and that need to have some rest and things like that. All right, we're on to Virgo. Virgo is 15 minutes. We've got 4 people in the room at the moment, which would be Mum and B, Estelle and Chris. I'm not watching on the iPad today, so bear with me today, guys. If I have a reading and a payment, please put it in capitals for me, Mama B and Chris. Please put it in capitals or green things, because I'm looking at my phone and that's all I've got. I haven't got a reference beside me. I haven't got this text coming up, so it's a bit of a struggle today. I walked out of the house prepared for my private reading that I'm doing at 2 o'clock, and I've come out without the iPad. I put it on charge yesterday and totally forgot about it. I've got a new lead for my charging dock because I ran out of power yesterday and it wasn't working. So I've got a different lead. Fingers crossed that that works. So let's move on to Virgo. Virgo at 16:20, we'll say. We'll just wait till it gets to 16:20. All right. Okay, so Virgo, if you're watching, Virgo, think about a yes or no question. We'll give you a few little messages for the day. Virgo, what's going down? Your answer to your question so far is yes. Yes, so it's a yes, and a yes. Virgo, wow, what's going down in Virgo land? This is similar to Cancer, actually. Virgo, this is an invitation to go do something. You may be very successful in the coming days, so this could be some sort of success, some sort of money adventure. For some of you, you may be selling a house or buying a house. Some of you may be starting a new business. Now, for some of you on the romantic side of things, it looks like money's going well, and it looks like some sort of invitation and let's go do something, and a nice little happy union going on here. I always feel like the Two of Hearts is a marriage or some sort of firm commitment going on between two people, but it's also enjoyment when I see it like this. So enjoy, Virgo, whatever this is. Some sort of success, some sort of financial gain is coming in. You may be starting a new job, you may be buying a house or selling a house, but whatever it is, it looks like success. It also looks like you're doing it with somebody else. So you and a partner, you and your wife, your husband, and I've got the hiccups at the moment, so let's say pineapple. Let's hope that it goes away. All right, that was Virgo. Nice reading for Virgo. So as I said, we've only really had one sort of iffy reading and one very negative reading, which was Aquarius. So let's see, we've got Libra, Scorpio and Sagittarius to go. Libra would be 18 minutes and 10. I'll just wait till it gets to 18 minutes 10 seconds. Okay, if you are Libra and you're watching this, or Libra, Sun, Moon and Rising, you get a yes and no, as well as a little bit of information for you. We have a no, we have a yes, and we have a yes. Okay, it's more of a yes than a no. I feel like somebody's apologising for their actions. Somebody from the past might be coming back, Libra. Somebody might be trying to reconnect with you and saying, hey, give me a chance, or I miss you, or whatever. We also have the flirty player energy around you at this time. Now, it could be you yourself. You could be playing the game. You could be with somebody and playing the game with somebody else, or somebody's doing that to you at the moment. It also could be an offer. It could be an offer to travel, do something different. You might be planning a trip somewhere. If you're female and you're watching this, this looks like you're being yourself and you're feeling very loved and very cared for. This is family time and this is socialising. So we got both stages of the game going on. I'm just a little bit concerned about who is this coming back into the picture. If you're in a solid relationship, be wary of somebody coming in trying to ruin things. If you're single, be wary of where you're looking, what you're looking for. Anyway, that is Libra. How many have we got in the room now? I can't tell. I think we've got 5 in the room, have we? Still no payments, still no PayPal going on. I'm not getting any notifications, but maybe I won't because I'm in this screen here. Anyway, fingers crossed. Hopefully we get somebody that's wanting a reading. If not, I'll do a yes and no, a little bit of a reading for Mama B and Crystal if you want something done while we're waiting. Okay, so Scorpio 2010. Okay, if you are Scorpio, Sun, Moon or Rising, think about a yes or no, and let's see what we get, and also some messages for Scorpio, what's going down. This would be a no, Scorpio. This would be a maybe, maybe not, and this would be a yes. So we're going to pull another card from the side. I'm going to give this a no with the death card coming out. So more of a no, leaning towards a no, but your question might not be able to be answered right now today, or you already know the answer, so you're sort of asking a question that you already know, and you're just wanting to see a different room, or a different answer or something. So what's going down with Scorpio? It looks like there's been some sort of money issue here. Financially speaking, this looks like if there has been struggles, it will turn out. You're trying to manifest some change here. Now, if this is about a relationship, it looks like either you or somebody else is just breadcrumbing the other person, giving them a little bit of information or contacting them when you feel like it, or they're doing that to you or you're doing that to them. It does look like you yourself are trying to manifest some change. You're trying to make things change, and it will work. Something coming in is very happy, very nice. But the answer to the question today looks like a maybe no to me. Not at this time. All right, lastly, we have Sagittarius. So there's 4 in the room right now, Mama B. Bethel's joined us. Welcome back, Bethel. Yeah, so we've got, lastly, Sagittarius at 2150. Sagittarius, if you are Sagittarius, Sun, Moon or Rising, think about a yes or no question, and this is the last one for today. Here we go. So we have all the timestamps here. I might have to do them myself, or if we've got nobody paying or whatever going on in the room, Chris and Mama B, what I'll do is I'll read out the timestamps for each one, so you guys, one of you can put it in the live chat and one of you can put it in the comment section for me. That would be fantastic if you could do that. So, sorry, Sagittarius, let's just change the timing on Sagittarius. 22:30. Okay, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon or Rising. Let's start that again. If you are Sun, Moon or Rising, this is for you, Sagittarius. Yes or no, think about your question. Starting off your reading, you have a yes, you have a yes, and you have a no. Okay, so it's pretty much a yes, but it's not secure. So if you said, am I definitely got that job? Yeah, but there's a problem. Is that guy going to ask me out on the weekend? Yeah, but maybe not on the weekend, maybe next week. You know what I mean? So it's a yes, but it's not official. Now, so what's going down for Sagittarius? So let's pack these all up. Get ready for our, hopefully, a paid reading. Oh, you're sending a payment, Bethel. You don't have to do that, but thank you. All right, so Sagittarius, we have working on a project together. If you've had any kind of troubles in a relationship, because I do see struggle street here, it could be financial struggles, it could be emotional struggles, it could be trust issues, whatever it is, it looks like you're finally trying to make a plan and work together on a project and build and repair. You do have somebody here that wants to take you on a ride. This could be Leo energy, it doesn't have to be, but it could be. So Sagittarius, it does look like some sort of friendship. Now this could be a sexual union between two people, and that's all it is, friends with benefits. Whatever this is, whether this is a job or it's a relationship, there's some kind of struggle around this. The fact that it's a 10 tells me that the struggles might soon be over. You might be leaving this situation, leaving the job, leaving this person. It might be coming to an end now. It's finally done. Anyway, that's what we've got. I'll just quickly go through for Chris and Mama B, because Mama B said she was lagging out and Chris came in the middle of the star signs. So with Capricorn, Capricorn was 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Aquarius, which was not a great reading, it was 5 minutes and 10 seconds. Pisces was 7 minutes, Aries was 8 minutes, Taurus was 9 minutes and 20 seconds, Gemini was 10 minutes and 30 seconds, Cancer was 12 minutes, Leo was 13:30, Virgo was 16:20, Libra was 18:10, Scorpio was 20:10, and Sagittarius was 22:30. Okay, so that's all of them. I'm thinking That we do have a payment right there. I'm assuming that is Bethel, so I'll have a look at that. If there's no payment after Bethel, Crystal, do you have numbers of somebody you'd like me to look at their numbers? So I can just do a demo of a numerology number reading. I could look at your pawpaw's numbers, I could look at your brother's numbers, your sister's numbers, whatever. Just to do a numerology, fill in a bit of time. If I'm not getting any payments, I just will turn off and go offline. I might do a recording for yes and no and put it on my channel if nothing's happening. I'm not too sure why it's so slow today. It could be I'm on at a different time to what I'm usually on. It could be because I haven't been online the way I used to be. I don't know. Anyway, we will see what happens. Oh, the timestamps. I need the timestamps in the comment section. So anyway, looks like I'm going to have time to do them anyway. Bethel, what is your mini question? What are we looking at for you? So, Mama B, I didn't ask you about doing numbers because I've done pretty much your numbers with this person, that person. I've done your numbers by yourself. So yeah, I'm just wondering if my regular donator and moderator, including you, Bethel, if you want me moderator, including you, Bethel, if you want me to look at numbers, I'll do that. Do that as a freebie while we're waiting. But yeah, I'm just waiting on Bethel's question at the moment. In your employment case, the lawyer was badgering you about the discovery and I emailed the higher person about the matter. And now the agency no longer wants to conduct a deposition, claiming it would not be productive. What is going to happen with this case? Will you win? Okay, so you had so your lawyer or their lawyer? So you emailed a higher person. Will you win the case? Okay, let's have a look what's going on there. I'm not real understanding of what that all means. Crystal would know, she's into law. And you do law as well, Bethel, you've studied law, so. All right, let's have a look. Welcome, James, welcome to the room. I thought I might be going offline early, James. I've done all the star signs. I can't remember what Gemini I had, but pretty much all the star signs except for Leo and Aquarius. Aquarius was the worst one out of all of them. Sorry, Aquarius, but that's how it goes. But yeah, they're all pretty good today. All right, here we go. Bethel, what's going to happen with this case? What's going to happen with this case? They kept asking for things and now are retracting these things. Okay. Yeah, I'll have a look at the numbers. It looks like James is in here. The numerology readings, James, they're normally around the $12. They're the $12 thing. So, yeah. Oh, you're an Aquarius moon and rising. That's right. Sorry, James. Anyway, let me just do Bethel's court case thing. It's got to pay out in your favour. So the cards are 9 of hearts, which is your wishes coming true, 9 of diamonds, which is 9 and 9, the 2 red 9s in the poker deck is a really, really beneficial kind of thing to get. You've got 7 of diamonds, 4 of diamonds, 6 of diamonds, and then you've got the paperwork here. Now this can be sneaky behaviour, bickering, backwards and forwards, all of that. It's sitting in the middle of basically like a payout. So yeah, I'd have to say that this means ups and downs. It's almost like they offer you, you say that you would take 70,000. They say we're going to give you 40,000. You end up getting 90,000. So it's sort of like where you ask for something, they offer some ridiculous amount, and you end up getting more than what you originally asked for, somehow, somehow. But then with legal costs and fees and all the rest of it, you end up with 6. So you ask for 70, you get off at 40, you end up with 90, but you end up at the end of it all with 60. So you're just shy of what you were originally asking for, even though you got more than you were asking for, if you know what I mean. That's the way it looks. Let's have a look. So hopefully this is correct. I don't see anything negative happening to you. What's going to happen with this case for Bethel that she's pursuing? It's something to do with employment, you said? I haven't got the iPad here today, so I've got to scroll back and do things. Okay, so what's going on to happen with this case? I feel like they're gonna, let's say that you were earning, I don't know, 80,000 a year, and you missed out on that 80,000 for some reason because of something that was done to you. It's like you say, all right, I'm not going to ask for 80, but I'm going to ask for 70. And then they say some stupid amount, like half of what you were normally earning, saying that's all you can get. But then the push and shove, and it ends up in your favour. That's what it looks like to me. So let's just look at tarots and see what they have to say about this case that you're pursuing. Stealing, lying, cheating, just flipped upside down. Upside down. So when I see the stealing, lying, cheating card upside down, it's like something that's without merit, something that's not true, something that's going to get found out. So here we go. You need to be patient at this time. You will be getting in decision phase. So they might offer something and saying, that's all you're going to get. You need to take this. That's all you're going to get. And you're sort of like, oh, should I take it and end this or not? And then you've got somebody helping you here. And now when we did a reading the other day, we touched base, I think, with your court case stuff. There's always this support person coming out. He's very business-minded. He's very clued in to what's going on. May not even be a male. It may be a female, but with male kind of energy coming through. We also have, you're looking at all the options that you can do. You will be making the money that you want. You will be working on this whole journey. I don't think it alone, I think together. This would be the courtroom. I've told you before, don't get worried about the Ten of Swords, about being defeated and losing. The Ten of Swords to me is Ten of Spades, which represents the government, the official kind of thing that's going on. We also have the legal battle on your hands. We also have the lawyer sitting right here. And then we have the two kings. The two kings do the decision making. Usually this is about where they look at what's right, what's wrong, and who's going to get what. Bottom of the deck, we have you need to manifest what it is you want. You've got a little sort of offer here, Six of Pentacles. I feel like there may be an offer and you're thinking, how long is this going to drag out? Maybe I should just take the offer. It's not enough money, but it'll be all said and done. So you may be tinkering on this, I'm just going to finish it now. But then you've got the signing the contracts in your favour. So the signing the contracts basically come out with the two kings. Now, if this was upside down, I'd say it wasn't in your favour. So I'm thinking it's in your favour. Something's going to be exposed that fell out of the deck. Working hard to achieve the goals, going through the right channels here with this Ten of Swords energy. It can be that you say, I've had enough of this, and it can be that you feel defeated by it all, but then some fight comes back in. I do feel that the fight is not just you, it's somebody else saying, I'm going to take this on, and I'm going to help you fight this. You've actually came out with three kings in this reading for you. Supportive kings, financial kings, and the law. So that's really good for that type of reading. But I like this. I mean, getting this kind of sequence, what's going to happen with this court case you're pursuing. This is basically the work, the paperwork, but it is the gossip and the lies, and it's sitting in amongst, you had a payout card. The Nine of Diamonds is a payout. It's where somebody gets paid. So, yeah, and it wasn't negative. There was no upside down aces or anything like that. All right, the bell's going because that was just a mini for you today. Thank you again, Bethel. I mean, you've been paying for the other readings. There was no need, but thank you so much for supporting the channel. Bethel, just think about a yes or no question in your mind right now. And then we're on to James. James, what are we doing for you? You donated for a mini and the numerology. Okay, I'll go and check that in a sec. All right. Okay, Bethel, just think about your yes and no, and here we go. We have a yes, we have a yes, we have a yes. Okay, with a lot of work and effort and getting somebody to help you, things will work out. You have a new beginning on the horizon. You're going to feel like, I don't know, like this to me is like Wonderland, like everything being wonderful. And news that you've been finally waiting for is going to kickstart your new beginnings, your new life, your new everything. So I'm giving you a yes on that. This was a no. I thought this was the other card where you put in the efforts and you finally see what you want. This is where you get somebody off their bum to help you. You do your own digging and do some own questioning and talking, and this is where you're getting things to happen. And this is your result. Really good energy. Anyway, that's what we have for Bethel. Thank you so much, Bethel. Yeah, the person assisting. All right, James, let me just quickly go to energy reading for James. So first, you want to start with the numerology. Okay, you're going the opposite way to what I said. All right, start with the numerology. Can I do of Patty and you? July 21st, 1990, June 12th, 1990. You've got the same numbers there except for the 6 and the 7. I can't remember what that came out like. I thought we looked at that ages ago, but let's have another look. So I'm actually Bethel. What I'm going to do here is I'm doing James's numbers with with Patty's numbers. So let's just get them written down. So Patty. Oh, that's right. Her birthday is the same birthday as my brother. My brother's not with us anymore, but my brother John, his birthday was 21st of July as well. Okay, so she is a 7-3. 1 and 9 is 1. 1 and 9 is 1. She's a 1. So all up, she's 11. So she's a 1-1-2. So she can do her own thing. You, on the other hand, are a 6-3-1 equals a 10. You could be a shining star. You could be at the top of the list, which makes you a 1. So you're a 1. She's a 2. So 2s normally want a companion and everything. So we'll just start the clock. This should go for about 10 minutes or more. Anyway, Bethel, this is how we do it. This is the star sign. So I have the numbers here. Patty's numbers, she's a 7-3-1, and James's numbers, he's a 6-3-1. Okay? So now we add them together. So we've got the 6 in the middle for the 3-3, and we got the 2 on the end for the 1-1. And then we have a 6 and a 7, which is 13, which is a 4. James, Crystal, Mama B, what do I always say about numerology and 2 people together? What you're looking for? 2, 4, 6. Patty and James's numbers together are 4, 6, 2. 2, 4, 6. This is why you're so attached to her. This is why you're so attracted to her, James. You've got perfect numbers with each other. Let's have a look at it. Let's go into more detail about it and where you're at right now. Because you're not in 2, 4, 6, you're in 4, 6, 2. So it's not in complete order, so it's not exactly perfect, and that's probably why there's a hold up at the moment. Now, when we do the numbers, so what we're going to do next, Bethel, is in numerology, we're going to add the 4 to the 6, which will give us a 1 above, because it's 10. And then we're going to add the 6 to the 2, which is going to give us an 8 here. Then we're going to add the 8 to the 1, which is going to give us a 9. And then we're going to add the 4 to the 2, which is going to give us 6 at the top. Okay, so I'll just write the numbers out. So we got a 1, we got an 8, we got a 9, and we got a 6. So this is what is going on in the top pinnacle for James and Patty as a couple, if they were together. This is what they have together. Now, what you're looking for when you have 2 people together is 1 through to 9 in the top section. you've got a selection of 7 numbers that you could possibly get in the top. So 2 are going to be missing. 2 numbers are going to be missing. James has 1, 2, missing number 3, 4, missing number 5, 6, missing number 7, 8 and 9. So he has 5 out of 7 numbers, out of a possible 7 numbers together with Paddy. So it's a very good match. Bottom numbers, how we work them out is he's got a 2, he's got a 4, he's got a 2, and he's got a 2. So this is why James and Paddy are having a problem. They're 2, which is up on the top, which is when they're older. It's at the end of the journey. So the 2s right now, he is in this section right here. He's in this section right here with Paddy. So he has James and Paddy, what you have. Okay, so right now you're in a 4. 4 is learning about each other, structure, planning, working out what you want to do. It's very, very feminine energy as well. It can mean that the female is more dominant at this time. We also have a 1 sitting above there, which can mean that you're single, she's single, a single kind of very strong, independent kind of energy going on. The problem you have is the 2 sitting at the bottom. The 2 sitting at the bottom is a challenge right now to bring this in together, to be a union between 2 people. It can all be about emotions as well. The 2s in the numerology for me mean emotions. And when the emotions are in the bottom section, it's negative emotions, depressive nature, angry, hostile, leave me alone. But also the 2s can be, I want commitment, but I'm not ready. So either you or her, not ready. One of you want to be single right now, one of you want to be together right now, and it's frustrating you. Then it might turn around where when she's ready, you're not ready. So that's where I can see a problem going on. If you can pull this together, you're missing the 2 at the top, but it is there. It is there, even though it's sitting in the negative, it is still there, James. So I totally forgot that you and Paddy is 246, that you got those numbers together. In time, the 6 is all about parenting and children. Because you got 4s everywhere and no 5s, I'd have to say it's daughters. Children would be daughters. The 9 and the 8 would be, where you got 9 and 8 here, it would basically be like if you said to me, Paddy was your business partner, that you're going into business together, you're going to open up your own therapy unit, you're going to be doing massage, she's going to be doing some tattoos in there, and you're going to be doing Reiki healing and all of this sort of stuff together. The 8 and the 9 tells me that you would be extremely successful together in business. And the responsibility up the top, which is I'll do this for you, no, I'll do it, that's where you share responsibility throughout time. It also, when 2 people come together, if you 2 did get married, I'm betting that there would be girls, more than 1, because we've got 2 4s here. I'm also betting that you would be grandparents to a lot of children and a very, very good family dynamic between you and Paddy. Together your numbers come out at a, oh my God, they come out at a 12, which equals a 3. So the other perfect numbers of 2 people that are meant to be together, 2, 4, 6 is the number 1. 2 is the marriage, 4 is the house, and 6 is the parents and the children and the responsibilities. 1, 2, 3 is 1 becomes 2 becomes 3. So you become partners with Paddy, you become 2, you have a baby, you become 3, you become a family. So together you are 12, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. Wow. There is 1 number missing from this combination of the 2 of you, and it's number 7. And that is really, really strange to me, because 7 is the spiritual number. 7 is God, angels, spiritual healing, spiritual divine timing, all of that. And maybe that's why the timing just doesn't seem to be right for the 2 of you, James. Yeah, that there's like togetherness, if you do pull this thing off, if you do get with Patty, marriage will come after children, long after children. So I feel that you two would be together, possibly get a business together, possibly get closer and closer together, share responsibilities. There will be times of emotion sitting on your side of the reading where you just get overly emotional. And with her, if structure's not in place, if a plan's not in place, or other females, they could cause problems for the relationship. There's no 3 at the bottom, so there's no cheating kind of symbols, which is great. But the 222 is where I feel, because it's sitting on your side of the reading, I always read left as male and right as female. Everybody says that's crazy, it's supposed to be the other way, but I see it that way. I've always seen it that way. Because if I'm sitting on this reading and looking out, right is the left, if you get it. Makes sense to me, anyway. So let's just quickly, because we've still got some time. Yeah, we've still got a couple of minutes. I just want to look at Patty on her own to see what the story is there, where her challenges are at the moment. Her challenges at the moment are structure and balance and working towards her plan. So whatever's been happening to her in her life, it's been something to do with her father's energy and women. So I don't know if her father ran around town. I don't know if she's had partners that have run around town, but she has a problem with other females causing drama in her life. What she's strong with is independence. She's got a 1 there. So this is where she's going, I don't want to rely on anybody. I don't want to have somebody that pays my bills. I want to pay my own bills. I don't want to have somebody that, you know, I'm going to come home and where are they? And I'm looking at my phone all the time or whatever. So she's got this strong independence thing going on right now. She's going into a 4. So she's going to go into either teaching people something. So she may be teaching people how to do tattoos. So she might get an apprentice that's working alongside of her and she teaches them. Or she might be going back to school, going to learn something. So it's like she's going to go into something more to do with structure and learning and stability. Her other problem down at the bottom is 222. She's got 2s in the bottom of her thing. This is where she doesn't want to give out the emotion. She wants somebody by her side, but she wants to show that she's strong and independent, James. This is where the thing is going wrong, I feel. She's also got travel and that in later in life. So she will, between the ages of 30 and around 56, 57, will be home life, stability, jobs, work, kids, relationships. But through to about 30 and a bit more, it's this strong need to not be with somebody. She wants somebody, but she doesn't want somebody. She will be married late in life, and your connection to her is the marriage card. The marriage number comes late on the end of the reading. Anyway, James, that's what we've got there for you and Patty, and that's what we got for Patty on her own. She's a 2, as I said, and you are a 1. So theoretically, you should be the one that's strong, independent, wants to be on your own, and you just want to socialise and have people in your life. She should be the one that wants the partner, because she's a 2. She's destined to be with somebody in partnership. But it could be business numbers as well that I'm looking at there with her. Strong and independent with everything. She didn't have a good relationship with her father. That's what I was going to quickly look at. I mean, the bell is going, the buzzer is going. On her father's side, we have this thing to do with women. So I'm wondering whether, if the mother and father had made some sort of plan to go to Africa, the father stuffs it up. The father doesn't turn up, or the father's making excuses or whatever. There was lack of structure, lack of stability, and that coming from the father's side. From the mother's side, it was a emotional drama. the mother might have been laying in bed crying about something, or the mother might have been very angry and hostile about something, or she might have gone silent. So that's where that's coming from. The good stuff coming from her mother's side is the structure and the learning and keeping stable. The good stuff coming from her father's side is independence and you don't need anyone. So standing on your own and coming up with ideas as well. This is somebody that has ideas, especially early in life. She has ideas and she wants to do things and she wants to be independent. She wants to have her own thing. I don't think she wants to owe anybody, and she doesn't want to have anybody tagging along. She wants to do her own thing and wants to be in her own way with things. Anyway, James, let's move forward. Let's get on to your question for today. What is your mini question today, James? I'm just quickly going to check PayPal before we do that. I don't think anybody's paid since you paid, but let's just quickly have a look. What's her current feelings towards you? Okay. All right, let's look at that for you. Here we go, James. How does Patty feel when she thinks about James? And when she gets the flowers. When she gets the flowers, which is a way off at the moment, isn't it? It's about a month away. Well, we won't do the flower thing. How does she currently feel in the coming weeks and everything? How does she feel about James? What's her thoughts when she thinks about James? What does she want to do about James? What's Patricia feel towards James? 3 queens just showed up then. The Queen of Hearts, the Queen of Diamonds, and then the Queen of Clubs flipped over. So that's unusual. She worries that there's somebody else, James. This is somebody stresses that there is not just her in the picture. You talk the talk, you tell her, you contact her, you want to go out with her, you want to be around her, you tell her how beautiful she is, all the rest of it. She's got something inside of her that she's not willing to let that go at the moment. So it can be something from the past or whatever. She loves socialising with you. She knows that you're both into massage, Reiki, natural healing, the expos, all of that. She does know that you're a very loving kind of man, that you want to be a dad, you want to be supportive, you want to be all of that. She may have fears around that. This may be a fear card, that she fears that you want too much right now that she can't give you. And she also feels that you've got a secret nature about you, James. So let's just see more. On and off, your soulmate has come out in the middle and she's looking at you, but she feels the third party interference, like there's something that, it could be somebody tagging on along with her, but that's you in the middle of the reading there. Sometimes she feels like you need to grow up, I don't know why, or that you're just not on board with what she wants, or wrong timing. She feels that you say you want commitment, but the commitment's not being shown or whatever, or she's not interested at this time. She feels you are very truthful, but also that you have secrets at the same time. So it's a double-edged sword, what I'm seeing here. She keeps wondering, when you're not with her or when you're not talking to her or whatever, what's going down? Are you with somebody else? Are you at work with somebody else? Because 5s are work cards. She wants to reconnect, or she'll be really surprised in the future coming. This is some sort of making amends with each other, even though you haven't had a fight or whatever. This is where she's thinking this is approaching, that it's going to be you and her coming back together. She may actually desire that you two are back together in a solid relationship, but she's not willing to let herself have that for some reason. Every time I look at about you and Patty and everything, I always get like the 10 of Hearts or the 9 of Hearts, or I get the Jack of Hearts. And they're the 3 biggies with somebody that is in love with the person, but there's complications around this. She also has Clubs, Diamonds, Hearts and Spades, which means she's very confused by you. She's confused by what you say to her, or your actions might not match your words, or your silence sometimes might not match what you end up saying after that. I think that you're going to surprise her with a truth very soon. And she may be standoffish, but she may actually, inside, she likes it, but on the surface, she presents that, not ready, let's just be friends, or I don't think like that right now. There is a sex, no sex kind of energy there as well. I don't know if you've ever spoken to her about babies and, you know, being in a commitment, and what does she think? Does she want to have babies one day? What age does she want to do that, if she's going to do that? If she's anything like my daughter, she'll say, hell no, no kids ever. I don't know if my daughter will ever change like that. She's been saying that since she was 20. Yeah, she's been saying that, no way. And she's turning 26 this year, and she's still saying no way. So anyway, let's just quickly 3 from the top and 3 from the bottom, and then we'll do a yes and no for you, James, to finish off for today. Thank you so much, James. I will be back online tomorrow, because I'll be back here again tomorrow, so I'm going to get on early again. I might have to start doing what Crystal told me, set up a time that I'm going to be on, or even put it on my community page. Be online tomorrow, 10 a.m. my time, and then maybe more people will have time, heads up that I'm online. All right, James, more to do with you and Patty. First card out, Ace of Cups. So there is a love, there is an attraction in that, but you stress the hell out of her. Stress card. Not too sure. She's not too sure. Coming, going, yes, no, not too sure. She likes communication with you, but sometimes she's not exactly listening, or she feels that when she talks to you about something, you're not listening to what she's actually saying. She's juggling the situation between you, work, and other people at this time. She's also wondering what you're up to. She loves the memories and a family feel that she has when she's around you. And she's also got her own star sign sort of here with the Cancer star sign. But she's kind of bleeding into the Leo at the same time. She's on the cusp, isn't she? 21st would be on the cusp. But this, I feel like she wants to take things slowly, and you feel like family to her, but then there's this journey in the future. So I think you're a person that she thinks of that not right now, but later. Anyway, hopefully that makes sense, James. Yes or no? Yes or no? For James. James, just think about your yes and no, and then we're... I think that was it, wasn't it? If that's it, Crystal, did you have numbers you want me to look at? Or Bethel? Bethel and Crystal, you've been my long-time donators, and you also helped me in here. We can do a quick read on that. James, yes, maybe, and no. I don't know what you asked, but your messages are the desirable, sexual, fertile woman. This is somebody that's stand out. She could be in a room of 100 women, and they could be sexy women, tall women, short women, beautiful women, ugly women, whatever. She stands out like there's a light bulb, boom, straight on her. Here. Coming, going, yes, no, black, white. Some people see this as the two-face card. I see it as the many faces, because there's actually 3 faces there. One looking that way, one looking that way, and one looking straight on. This is sort of not knowing whether you're coming or going in this situation. And we got secrets that haven't been divulged just yet. So I'm wondering whether there's stuff that you need to tell her. Oh, well, I'm pretty sure there is stuff you need to tell her, James, or whether that's stuff she needs to tell you. Yeah, sorry, I just got a bit distracted there. I can see a deleted message. I'm wondering what that's all about, but anyway. Let's move forward. So, Bethel, we're going to have a quick look at... Oh, Chris, you don't have numbers? I was going to look at your pawpaw. Did I do him before? Did we look at your grandfather before? Okay. I say we're looking at a couple number there for you, Bethel. Looks like I might be going offline, girls. Okay, Bethel, so you're a 2, 1, 1985 is 1, 9. So 1 again. So 1 and 9 is 1. 1 and 8 is 9. 5 and 9 is 14. 5. So you're 2, 1, 5, and the other person's numbers there are 4, 2, 1, 8, 8, 16, 7. So there are 4, 2, 7. So together, this is just going to be a quick mini kind of demo. Together, used to, because these are normally the detailed reading things. I was just doing it because to fill in time. Rodney Rich, I'm not even sure who that is, but I might have a look at that because we've got nobody in here at the moment that's doing the paid readings. So let me just have a look at these numbers. Roddy Rich. Is that an actor, a singer? I'm totally unawares. I don't follow the news. I don't ever watch the news. So I have no idea whether that's somebody rich and famous, a singer, a dancer. I'm not sure who that is. Anyway, getting back to Bethel's a quick number review. We got 6, 3, and together you're 6 and 3 so far. 5, 5, that's 12. 12, which is a 3. 6, 3, 3. So definitely a friendship, a sexual desire, attraction, all of that sort of thing between the two of you. The 9 is management. So you're in a 6, 3, 9, and bottom of the deck you got 3. Problem here is this 3 right now. So where you are with this person, this is here. This is when you meet the person. So you are in a 3, 6, 9, which is actually 3, 6, 9 is like 2, 4, 6 is the best. 1, 2, 3 is next in line. 3, 6, 9 is really good when we're talking about two people who work in a business together, who are family together, have a family together. It's like sharing responsibilities, being part of the family, being really, really close and like brother-sister energy, but also not. It can be very sexual energy though. 3, 6, 9 can be fertility and babies coming out all over the place. You also have, if you were with this person in time, taking on a bit more responsibility with each other. But basically the numbers are not crash hot because they're 3, 6, 9. So you've got 6, 3, 3, 9, 6, 6, 9. So you only have 3 actual numbers together that are in the top with each other. And when we add them all up, you get another 3. So together you will be friends for life, on and off returning to each other, because 3 can be about returning and making amends with each other. But you have a 3. So I consider this like you have 3 3s that are red, positive, friendship, sexual, fertility, whatever. You have a 3 in the bottom, which is black. It's like a black 3. And that can be where you cut somebody out. So it goes from closeness, friendship, including family. Everybody knows that you two are together. People at work know that you're together, all of that sort of thing, to separation from that. You have a 0, which is not good when you've got a couple together. 0 is secrets. Now the secrets are sitting on your side. The secrets are where somebody will share stuff with you, or you'll find stuff out. And so it can be difficult to be in a relationship with this person. You have another 3, and then you have another 3. So together with this person, you have 3, 3, 3. Consider that 3 of spades, 3 of swords, 3 of swords, 3 of swords. that is your challenge, being with this person. Betrayal, sadness, remorse, and then the 0 is like the unknown. It's like the moon. So in the tarot, you're reading together, because I know that you like looking at tarots. You've basically got the 3 of Swords 3 times here, and you've got the moon with your connection with this person. So not a great connection. At the top, you've got things like the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Wands, like victory, success, family, community. You've got 9, like 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles could mean like standing independent, being individuals, but 9 of Pentacles could be like making the money, all the rest of it. 9 of Cups, beautiful, happiness, wishes coming true, and the 6s are the responsibility, and that's pretty much all you've got. Not a great match, not a great match. If you were in business together, you would have a problem with other people interfering in the relationship, in the business. Same with the relationship. The 333 tells me that you'll continue to have problems with somebody interfering on your side or his side. Okay, anyway, Bethel, that's just a quick touch base with all of that. But if you work that out in a way that 633 would be 6 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 3 of Cups across the middle. That's what you are coming together. And then another 3 of Cups. Or a 3 of Pentacles, I think is a good one as well, like working together, a teamwork. But then you've got 3 swords with the moon at the bottom, if that makes more sense. Okay, it's a wrapper. Okay, well, nobody's done any donations, so let's have a look at this wrapper person. What's my opinion? I have no idea what's happened to this person, alive, dead. I don't know if they've committed a crime, but let's see what the cards have to say. All right, what's going down with Roddy Rich, the rapper? What's going down with Roddy Rich, the rapper? What do you want to show me about him? We're going to look at what's going on now, what might be going on in the future, and what the outcome will be for him, and what's hidden with this guy. You're welcome, Bethel. That was just because of the donations you've done over the last week or so, plus a private reading. Nothing's happened to him? Okay, let me just see what I get, Chris. This is interesting. My opinion on him. Roddy Rich. Wow. Okay, first up, he has something to do with October and something that was some kind of tragedy or something with male, female, especially a male attached to him. I don't know if something happened with his father, his grandfather, somebody he was attached to here, because we got like a father-son kind of energy, or grandfather, a family kind of thing, and then we got bang. So there's something to do with a car accident around him. This is not a prediction, by the way. This is stuff that I'm seeing that makes him who he is. There was either somebody that spent time in prison, or somebody that had a car accident, went to hospital, and I do believe that there's some sort of loss that makes him who he is and makes him do what he does. Coming into a lot of money very, very soon. I don't know if he's, being that he's a rapper, I don't know if he's putting out some new show or he's going to put out some song, but it's controversial because we have, he's got to be really careful with which way he goes with it. So if he raps about things that are political, it could be very controversial, but he could make a truckload of money, but then he may have to pay a truckload of money. So it's sort of a double-edged sword with what I'm seeing here. There's something to do with returning to his past, where he making amends, or let's say he grew up in a really bad area, and something happened, he was bullied when he was at school, or it's like he returns to that area and supports the kids where he came from, stuff like that. So there's something like that about returning and apologising or helping or something. He's got a lot of personal stuff in this reading here to do with kids, pregnancies, a baby boy in particular. There is a baby girl as well, baby girl, baby boy, but I think the baby girl thing is baby sister. I don't think that's his child. Whereas the baby boy, I think it's a child he's going to be having, or it's a child he has right now. He's got a lot of love coming from a female, but unfortunately she's sitting around things to do with drugs, alcohol, or some kind of thing she shouldn't be involved in. But there's a lot of love and a connection there going on. Again, it's some sort of controversial thing that I'm seeing here. And we got truth and lies here. So a direction he was going with something. Let's say he put a song out about tomato sauce, just flying something out there. He sung about something, tomato sauce. And he thought it was going to make $1 million. But it was taken in the wrong context and it went the wrong way. And somebody else got their hands on it. And then somebody started using it for an ulterior motive. And it's like he's like, oh, I wanted this to go this way and it's going in the wrong way. He's finally, through the help of whoever she is, she's normally somebody that's a widow or a divorcee or somebody that's had a lot of crap go on in her life. She could be older, younger, I'm not too sure. Through her, the direction of where he wants to go, it's going to totally change. So whatever he's been doing, I do see controversy here. I do see he could have made buckets of money, but where is the money? It's like the money's gone. I'm hoping that he's put it into something to support something from his past, but he will be on a new journey and it's like a different person comes out of it. Now, I might be totally off key with all of this. There is some sort of learning thing here. This is usually the student and going to university, high school, whatever. That's why I'm wondering whether he's going back to some sort of schooling or something and trying to help out or support, because there's a financial card here about business and money and buying a house or buying like what, I think it was Oprah. Did Oprah, didn't she open up some sort of place for women with children or something where they could stay for nothing and get back on their feet and all of that sort of thing? Maybe not to that level, but there's something there. But he's definitely got a spirit energy around him that drives him. And the only thing I'm being shown here is not disease or whatever. It's some sort of, this person was alive and bang, they're gone. I'm feeling like it was either a crime or it was a car accident of some sort. Because it's showing a male support role model, and then it's showing these 3 10s everywhere. So it's something to do with October. It can be his birthday. It can be the day this person passed. It can be 10 years ago. It can be 10 months ago. So 10, 10, 10 is usually, in business terms, it's usually where somebody buys a business, buys a house, buys property, buys shares. But he's all about work, and someone's gave him what we call a bum steer. Somebody's sort of guided him in a certain direction, and I don't know, it didn't turn out for some reason. He may have invested money in something and lost it as well. But there is some kind of family guidance, nice thing that goes in a new thing. He may also be relocating, and he was wanting to go to Sweden, and he was in Germany for a while, and then he finally goes to Sweden. So there's movement as well going on around him. And I have no idea if any of this reading makes sense about who this person is, because as I said, I don't know who it is. I'll have to look him up after I'm finished today. Oh, you donated for your brother. Thank you, Chris. Bottom of the deck, just quickly. Any secrets around this Roddy Rich? Truth and lies. Something coming to an end. And again, we've got a parent figure in spirit. Can be a grandfather, a big brother that used to look after him, something like that. There's something to do with someone in spirit. And there's some sort of payout or inheritance or something sitting around him. He needs to be careful that people aren't telling him this is a good thing and trying to get money out of him and things like that. And with my readings, it always can be reversed, where he's trying to do that, where he's trying to take money from somebody or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, that's what we have. Chris, we'll just go and check. Yeah, I can only see that. I was showing Bethel yesterday when I was doing private reading for her. Yeah, when she sent me her thing, PayPal won't show me what people are writing anymore. It only shows me 3 lines and then it cuts it off. And when you click show me the story, it shows you even less. So I can't read it, Chris. So we'll just do general messages for Nael. And this is a full reading. Let's have a look. 10. I'm just going to do custom. All right, Nael. And after this, looks like I'm signing out, and I'll contact my private client and tell her that I'm finished if she wants to make her way here. She's travelling from Sydney, so I'm assuming it's going to take her an hour and a half to get here for her reading. So I booked her for 2, thinking I'd be on live for 2 hours, but looks like I'm going to sign out very soon. All right, here we go. Nael. What does Nael need to know right now? I think I'll do it in rows of 3, Chris. Oh no, I'll do the tarot like that. I'll do his name 3 times. Is there a name of somebody connected to him he wants me to look at as well as him? When we get his name out, just let me know, Chris. All right, so I won't turn the camera around. I've got it all plugged in. Basically, we start off the reading with 6 of spades, 9 of diamonds, 2 of clubs, 3 of hearts upright, and 7 of clubs. Now, the 3 of hearts can be family, it can be fertility, and it can be just represent the pelvic area of the body. It can be a sexual dynamic to it as well. But we have up and down stuff going on here in the first part of the reading. Let's focus on in regards to there is nobody, no other name he wants me looking at. We start the reading with this black 6. Now, this is either telling me that Nael himself recently, past weeks, or maybe made a wrong decision or felt like irresponsibility was at play, either done to him or him doing that himself. It can represent missing a parent. It can mean that one parent's present and the other one could be sitting in the room, but they're not participating. So I'm not sure which brother this is and whether he has children or not. So this could represent him as a parent or him with parenting at the moment. There's something to do with, this is usually where somebody finishes up with a job, or they inherit something, or they win something. So this is all to do with money, finance, and moving forward. So it can mean that somebody lost their job through irresponsibility and Nael gets the money from it. Or somebody did something wrong and Nael gets a payment out of it. So it can represent that. Or it can represent that he no longer wants to be around whatever this is, and he's taking his money and moving on. He doesn't have any kids at the moment. Okay, I'm not seeing children here, but it can represent those sorts of things to do with parenting. He has a lack of commitment to a person or to a job, okay? Because I'm not really seeing intimacy and I'm not really seeing a job straight out. I'm seeing a bit of both here in this section here. Now, this could also be study, if he was wanting to study something. If he's planning, I should be talking to you directly because you're listening. Nael, if you have had any plans on the agenda to change jobs, to move house, to go on a journey, unfortunately, at the moment, you have a black 7. So black 7 is, it's not going to be up to you, it's going to be up to somebody else. You'll be sitting there making your plans, and you might be all excited about what it is you're going to do next. And you may even be sitting side by side with your sister and she's advising you, or you might be sitting with your parents or whoever. It can even be a best friend that's helping you along the way. Some part of whatever this plan is on a stop. So let's say you're going to move house and you've picked out the perfect place you want to go. Financially you can't do it, or it's not the right timing, or the people haven't moved out yet, or the job that you want to go to, it's not ready yet, okay? It doesn't mean it's never going to happen, because I can see it's going to happen down the track, but at the moment it's telling me delay, delay, delay. There is somebody or something, a situation confusing you at the moment. Now it can be a health-related matter. If it's a health-related matter, it starts off as a 2. Now a 2 tells me that there could be something wrong with your eyes, your ears, your balance, your hands, your feet, your legs, your movement. It's like something that you need to investigate from the past. Did you have chickenpox when you were young, and now it's creating some other kind of dilemma now? Did somebody in the family have a similar symptom where their hands were hurting every day, or they were walking with a limp or something like that? So medically speaking, what I'm seeing here, there may be need for some type of procedure to correct something. There may be need to go and see a new doctor, get a new opinion, to create balance back in there. But it's got something to do with either something that happened before or somebody else that has the same thing. Okay, let's move forward from that part of the reading. Next section, when I look at your name, Niall, we have discussions going on. Now, this could be with your sister right there. This is discussions, planning, working out, maybe somebody's birthday's coming up, or maybe there's some sort of celebration. There is an illness tone to this, but it looks like it's turning around. So let's say somebody wasn't well, that's where they turn around. But anyway, getting back to the discussions, what I mentioned earlier, where if you've got a plan to move or change jobs and you're getting some sort of advice, possibly from Crystal, maybe not, maybe from somebody else, this is where it's all smooth sailing. This is nice energy here. This is you having supportive energy. This is you also making a strong foundation of what it is you want to do. So if you went to college and you learnt, I don't know, mathematics for 6 years, this is where this is finally coming into the picture. It's finally, you're getting recognised for what you want. You're also, if you are planning on moving, as I said, because you do have double 7s in this reading, normally that indicates to me there's going to be a move. It can be moving relationships. It can be moving who you hang around. You might always go to a certain bar and have fish and chips on a Friday. You might choose to go to a different place and have steak and eggs. You know what I mean? So there's a definite shift coming, and it's going to be in your favour, and it's going to be making you very happy and balanced with what you're going to do. You are getting advice and support from this female, whoever she is, and she's got a lot going on up here where she can help you with things, okay? You might have knowledge about numbers, like I said, and she might have a scientific sort of background. So there's the blended of the two will work with a happy combination. In regards to any kind of relationship kind of thing, this would be friendship and going out, and sometimes you go places because she wants to go there or he wants to go there, and other times you go places where you want to go. But this is kind of like a friendship, a joining of two people. It's not really a love, romantic kind of thing I'm seeing here, if that's what you're wondering about. Now, your last set of cards are also very positive. We have 2 females coming out. Now, normally this 2 females coming out is where females get with females and they plan something, a baby shower, or a girls' weekend away, or business working with females, female energy. So there's something going on with 2 females here. We also have strong commitment and values. So let's say this was a job, this would tell me that your boss would be female, or there's a strong female dynamic with what you're doing. If this is some sort of sport or some sort of event that you participate in, there's a lot of support and female kind of nurturing kind of energy that I'm seeing here. The 2 and the 6 is just missing the 4. The 4 is here, but it's black. Now, if you were here and listening about the numerology, I've always said that 2, 4, 6, when you get into a partnership, whether it be business or love, I'm looking for that 2, 4, 6. You don't have to have it, but it is a nice thing to have in the back tail. This 2, 4, 6, this is business and money, and this is working. So I think that this is some sort of structured plan where 2 people are making a decision about your future. And this would be making very informed choices and being very responsible with the actions. And this is where you're very committed to the journey. So if somebody says, hey, I found a placement for you, this is where you're going to live, this is what you're going to eat, this is where you're going to work, what do you think about that? You'd be like, yes, I'm on board, this is what I want to do. A lot of support here. Now, medically speaking, this can be where you decide to do something different with your medical choices. It could be medication, it could be therapy, it could be different foods and whatever. So this would be where you make a change. And these people are very knowledgeable in what they're advising you to do. And then this here would be where you need to get something else to do this. What are you saying down there, Chris? He just asked me if he could move with me. That's the 2 females and support. How are you feeling about that, Chris? Because it looks good. It looks like a good combination. I thought that might be you, and where you're advising and you're discussing a plan. It looks good. So if you're up for that, Chris, it looks good. This here, it can be a delay to get the right place, be in the right place at the right timing. But I feel a lot of support here coming off females, not just Chris. Niall, there's another female that supports you in some way. It can be a romantic kind of support, or it can be a family dynamic kind of support, or it can even be work related. So let's get on to some tarot. Let's get on to some tarot. I thought there was 2 people in here behind me, and I was looking at their reflection. It was actually people through the glass, and I was starting to get a bit disturbed because I couldn't see them in the background. All right, Niall, let's just quickly do these. And if we haven't got any more payments, I'm quite happy, Chris, with that donation that you paid. Would you like me, Niall, do you want me to look at your numbers? We'll have a quick look. I told him that it's fine as long as he enrolls in a school and gets a job. I had him and my little sister living with me a couple of years ago. Oh, okay. So that would be the 4 would be the schooling and the learning. I thought like going back to school or getting something, and there was also that job thing and support. So I think there might be a delay to all of that happening. Oh, Alyssa is here now, so it looks like we'll be doing a reading for Alyssa. Yes, donate, Alyssa. We've been very, very slow today. This is just to finish off with Niall, and then we got 2 yes and no's for Niall. But the offer still stands after Alyssa's reading. If Niall, if you want me to look at your numbers, just to see what we've got there, what's your challenger area and what you fly with, what's going to be great, we can do that for you. Wow, so his reading, it looked like all about work and movement, and that's pretty much what you guys are talking about. That's pretty cool. All right, to start the reading with the tarots, we have victory and success. So something you've been working on, finally going to come through. We have a community card here. It can be a love and a friendship. It can be a sexual kind of card. I don't know how old he is. You're talking about school, so he could be going to uni. He could be 20-something years old, or he could be 15. I can't remember the ages of your siblings and that, and I can't remember how many you've got. I remember I didn't even know, Crystal, that you had a sister, because you never spoke about a sister until you did a reading thing about your sister. All right, so you probably have told me many times how many sisters and brothers you've got. All right, so I like this energy. This is where your happiness, community, and victory and success, okay? And it can be living with your sister and all success, everything working out. There's something to do with a government nature here. Now, don't get alarmed about the card. It can mean defeat. But I'm feeling like this is something to do with government official kind of things. School, government support, assistance, or even hospital, things like that. Okay, so it can mean things like that. It could mean a job in government kind of sector. Over here, you feel like you're either being rescued or you need rescuing or you need help at this time and assistance, and somebody's there to help you. You need to be very careful about forcing a plan when you're not ready. This can be where you get very, very disappointed because things are not going the way you wanted them to go. You've had your plan, you've worked it all out, this is what I want, this is where I want to go, and this is where you're sort of like, ugh, it didn't work this time. Then it does. So in relation to getting a job, going back to school, this could be searching for where the school is. Where are you going to go? Do you like it there? Do you like the people there? Don't you like it? Do you want to do homeschooling? What do you want to do? This here would be, I don't like this. I feel forced into this decision. This is not what I want to do, and this is where you make your own decision. This is where something is successful again. Your outcome cards are a supportive woman, hardworking woman, very chatty woman, somebody who knows what she's talking about. This can be fun and games as well. This can be where you're joining forces with her, and this is a friendship, and this is you going on a journey with this person. I do feel that you're being a little bit stubborn and putting a wall up and not listening at times. Maybe there's somebody not hearing what you have to say, or you're not kind of listening to what's going on at this time. And you are fighting within yourself. You know what's right, you know what's wrong, you know what you want and what you don't want. And it's like you have this internal battle kind of thing going on. Lastly, quickly from the bottom, and then we're on to Alyssa. Wow. Niall, you have the money thing. Now this can be where you're asking for assistance, it can be where you're loaning money, borrowing money. It also can be where you're getting a little bit of what you want and you want more. Then you have where you put your mind to it, you manifest your situation. You wake up in the morning, I am going to move in, when my sister gets her place, I'm going to move in with her, I'm going to get this job, I'm going to do all this. So you manifest what it is you're wanting. And then there's your outcome, happiness. The Ten of Cups, this is where you're celebrating, you're like, everything's fell into place. So really nice reading here today for you, Niall. Thank you so much for the donation today. Let's do 2 yes and no's. So Niall, Chris knows how this goes. Just think about yes or no in your mind, and we'll do 1 question from the top. You've got something to do with, this can be appreciation, letting somebody know how much you appreciate them in your life, and it can also be the reverse, where somebody's telling you they appreciate you being there. They understand you and they want you in their life or whatever. It can be apologies as well though. Anyway, that just fell out. So yes or no, 2 questions and we're finished, and then I'll just go and quickly check PayPal. He's 22. Okay, so there could be romance in the air. I wasn't really seeing much to do with romantic energy in that reading, but now with the yes and no questions, I'm seeing that now. Your first question is a straight out yes, and your second question is yes, maybe yes. There's a delay with whatever you were thinking about with the second question, but it is a yes. So both your questions, I'm getting a yes at the moment. Last messages. You will be receiving something you've been waiting for. So this is putting in an application, getting notification that you've got that position, putting in for a school. I've got the hiccups again. You have the new beginning and the child, but you have the fertile woman sitting next to the the baby. So this can mean that somebody's going to be pregnant around you. You're going to be having a baby in the future with somebody. But this can also mean desiring somebody and family energy at the same time. So this can be somebody that's like a star to you. When we don't look at it in a sexual or a relationship kind of way, this can be somebody that is top of their game. Very smart, very functioning, very doing it, and you look at them and admire them and you want to be just like them. This is where you're starting from. You're the child, you're the one growing into the, well, not a child, you're 22, but you're growing into this, and this is where you're aspiring to be. Not be a female with your top off, but you're aspiring to be something like somebody else. So there's some sort of role model, something that you're focused on. And it's probably Crystal, because she's a smart cookie and very, very driven woman. You have success and money matters here. So she was talking about you getting a job and all of this sort of thing. This is success and money. You do have to stop being a bear with a sore head. This is where somebody, I don't want to today. I don't feel like it can be where you put a wall up and you don't listen and you think, no, I'm going to do it my way. Or if something goes the wrong way, you're sort of putting a bit of a wall up. But it is telling you to stand up for what's right for yourself as well and keep pushing. And you will be getting notification again. So you had 2 letter kind of cards that mean something you're waiting on, it's finally coming through. Anyway, thank you so much, and let's just quickly check PayPal. What time is it, guys? I'm going to have to go offline now, so let's close all the readings. It's been a really slow day as far as donations go. I have been online for an hour and 40 minutes nearly, so yeah, a bit surprised today, but anyway, it's how it goes. Thank you, Niall, and please come again. Maybe we can look at his numbers. Let me know, Chris, because I do have to get offline about 12:30, and I'm going to message this private client to see if she wants to get here earlier so I can get her private thing done earlier. But yeah, the option is there if he wants it and you want it. He wants it. Look at his numbers for the day. Alyssa, are you here? You told me that you're overwhelmed. The father of your child has this issue, and you're not sure what you're going to do. So do you want me looking at what's going down, what's the outcome, and sort of like what's going on there? Because I can't really, apart from guiding you to whatever support groups there are for what's going on, but at the end of the day, he himself needs to go for the support and the help, you know what I mean? So I'm going to look at him. What did you say his name was? I don't want to go back out of this and look for his name. What is your brother's name? So I can focus on him and say, what's he going to do? What's the outcome going to be? And how are things going to work out for him as time goes on? John, I'll just quickly drink this tea. I'm surprised that the workers are not in here yet. It's 12:10. They have got all the heaters going, and the woman was in here before cleaning the table and getting it all ready behind me. So I reckon in the next 10 minutes or so, they're going to crowd in here. So it's good timing. Okay, so we're looking at John for a detailed reading. Stupid thing. Hang on a sec. I had it set to a different thing. That's better. Alright, here we go. How will things turn out for John and the issues he's currently going through? And what I'll do is I'll go, how are things going to go for John? And is there anything you can do? You know, but I'm thinking, coming from, I worked in a counselling centre. It was a women's centre, but there were problems like that. Basically, research. What is available for free to help? But as I said, at the end of the day, he's going to need to accept what's going on and reach out for himself. You cannot, it's the old saying, Alyssa, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make it drink the water. So let's see if John's going to turn his life around, or whether it could go south. This reading could go negative. So let's see, Alyssa's brother John, Alyssa's, the baby daddy, John. Alyssa's daughter's father. That's the best way to say it. I don't like saying baby daddy. That's the thing you use over there, that we don't use that here. Alyssa's daughter's father. How's things going to go for John? All right, here we go. First card out, not great. Outcome cards not looking fantastic at this stage, unfortunately. Underneath, okay, first card out, the Seven of Spades. This is where the people he hangs around, if he's in a rhythm, so basically he's going to do it his way, not somebody else's way. So he's hanging around the people who continue what he's doing. He says he's changing, but this is telling me he's not going to change at this stage. This is the initial stages. Here, this is the daughter, and it's detrimental to what he's doing that he changes for her sake, if nobody else's. He needs to change for himself, number one, because he needs to look after his own thing, because what he's doing is going to not only affect him financially, it's going to affect his relationship with his daughter, which it probably already has. It's affected your relationship to him, and you're stressing yourself out about trying to help somebody, but this is telling me he's not trying to help himself, unfortunately. His daughter does come to mind, and he does want to change, but he feels like, I'm not being told what I have to do. So that's what I'm picking up on there. But we do have cold, hard facts coming at him. This could be you, or it could be his mother, it could be a support person, but she's coming in with, you need to straighten yourself out. You need to sort this out. You could be in a great job, earning good money. You could be buying yourself a house, moving to a new location. So there is something extremely positive coming towards him. He may actually, if he owns anything, he may actually be selling something to try and get ahead with what's going on. Let me have a look. You think he went to therapy before you met him. We have broken up like almost 2 years now. I've moved on, but I wish he would try harder. He still wants to be with you. Okay, so this is telling me somebody that hasn't changed and doesn't want to change. This is probably you then. You're giving him the whole hard, cold facts that he had something, you were committed, but, you know, this is where he is, this is what he could have had. Okay, and plus he sees that he could have money, a house, his family. So he sees all of that, what he could have, but it's still not enough for him to change. Now, moving along, we do have him with somebody supporting him. Again, mother, father figure, I'm not too sure who it is. This is him making the right choices. So this is a brief change. This is where he starts to come to his senses. He wants to be a good dad. He wants to be part of this world, you and the daughter, and he wants to be part of that world again. So there may be a brief change on the horizon where you think, wow, this has all changed, but unfortunately, drugs, alcohol, surprise, shock, not great. This is a shock you don't want to have. This is where somebody says, oh, you know how he said, He's not doing this anymore and that. Here he is down here, laying on the ground, whatever. So this is sort of like news coming in that this is, it's happening, it's there, but this is what's happening as well. So it's like, I didn't like when I pulled the cards, I'm thinking, outcome, not good. Eights, black eights are drugs, alcohol, hanging around the wrong crowd, doing the wrong thing. This is somebody not committed, not learning, and drugs, alcohol sitting in the middle of it. So that's his outcome at the moment. But he's trying to make amends. He wants you back. He wants you to come back. He wants to come back into your life. So he's not going to give up. He's not going to stop. He will try, but then I think he just, if he can't have you, it's like, if I can't have her and be in her life, why am I doing this? So then he goes on a bender, and then you find out he went on a bender, and you say, you're trying to come back in my life, you tell me you changed, and then you go and do this again. So he's sort of like, he feels like he's on a merry-go-round where I'll change, I'll do the right thing, but then he's back, slipping back into that old crowd, back into the old routine. And some people, when they're depressed or stressed or going through a breakup or lost their job, they turn to drink. Some people turn to drugs. Some people hang around the wrong crowd. Some people have affairs. So, you know, not everybody goes down the negative side of life. Some people are very strong and they pick themselves up, they dust themselves off, and they say, how do I fix this? Now, we'll look at the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is nice. The bottom of the deck is showing me that through a lot of hard work, it will come to an end. But I don't know when. It's not going to be now. There is support. There is father-son energy, or father-daughter energy, or brothers, or somebody. There's some sort of support energy. It could mean through a lot of hard work. It could mean a wake-up call is coming towards him. He may get some kind of disorder, some kind of sickness or something, and he's like, bang, I've got to snap out of this. I've got to do this to fix me for my daughter. I've got to do this. Because he has, his daughter is his soulmate. And it can mean his daughter and you. He considers you're his soulmate and his daughter, that you're meant to be together. So the secret hidden stuff is actually positive. It's positive stuff. I feel like he's coming for a wake-up call. But you've said you've moved on. So he obviously hasn't. He's fighting. So if his only intention is to stop doing what he's doing so he can be back with you, then him giving that all up is not going to work. That's why when somebody's got to give up drugs or alcohol or gambling, they've got to want to do that for themselves, because then it will spill over to the others. And I'm probably telling you stuff you already knew. Let's just see what you're going to do about it. That's what I was seeing. He'll do good for a little while and you'll think this is wonderful, and then you'll get a phone call, he's drunk, or somebody else will say, I seen John down at the bar and he was drink, and he staggered out of there. You know, like, it's like that. Let me see for you before we finish up this reading. We're not going to do tarots because we run out of time, and I've spent a lot of time on just the normal poker deck, which is my forte anyway. For you, unfortunately, you need to call it quits with him. I know you said you moved on, but this is telling me that there's one little piece. If this was a 10, you're done, you're finished. You're out of here. But it's a 9. So I think you have a lot of fear that something horrible is going to happen with this guy. You know, that he's going to do something to himself, or he's going to walk out in front of a car and be blind drunk, or he's going to damage his health or whatever. So I think this is you, unfortunately, continue to circle your mind that this might happen, that might happen. Now, I have to tell you that I didn't see anything happening to him, apart from possibly if he doesn't straighten up, he could end up with a long-term illness or problems. But I didn't see anything drastic happening to him. So if that makes you feel a little bit better, because I feel that that's you worrying about something drastic happening to him. This here is for you. You need to go on that new adventure. Be with people like-minded and people who are responsible for their own actions. Now, what I would suggest to you is when he gets on his 2 months or 3 months of being a good version of John and he's straightening himself out, that's when you need to spend time with him and let the daughter spend time with him and go places with him. When he's not in a good place, that's where you need to emotionally disconnect from him and spend time with people who are supportive and on the same journey as you are. Hopefully you've got some sort of support there to help you through. And when you said that he went to counselling, it's not unusual for the people who've been in these situations that you need counselling for what goes on, okay? I'm not a professional advisor. I was a counsellor, but you need to seek out that kind of support. All right. Okay, Chris. Yeah, I'll do it in the WhatsApp for you. I'm going to see if that room's available for that client. I'm going to go off here, sort myself out, take a little break, and go and get something to eat. And then first up, I'm going to contact that person for her reading. I'm surprised they're not in here. Normally the workers are in here by now. What time is it? It's 25 past. I mean, the reading's not till 2 o'clock. Yeah, but I did tell her I might be able to do it 1:30, which is an hour away at the moment. So plenty of time to do yours and then do hers. So I'll get up, set up in that room, and wait for her to arrive. All right, so Alyssa, just think about 2 yes and no questions to finish off. And the sun's blaring on the back of my head right now. I'm starting to sweat because the heaters are all on in here. Yes or no? First question, yes or no? All right, first question, I'm going to give you a maybe yes. It looks more likely like a yes. Angel of love, that can be love yourself, look after yourself, and don't be hard on yourself. The world, it can be where you're looking at new possibilities. You may even want to go on a trip or something and experience something new. The world also can mean that you're looking at everything that's happened to lead you to where you are now, and you're deciding what you need in your life and what you don't anymore. You do have blossoming abundance coming your way, so things will pick up, things will feel a lot better soon. Down the bottom, I'm going to give you more of a no at this time. You do have no and maybe no, and then you have something that's kind of a maybe yes, maybe no. So I'm thinking it's a maybe situation that you're asking about, your second question. Financial constraints is here, so I don't know if that's you or John or whoever, but there's problems around money there, so you've got to be careful there. You need to start exploring new options, because whatever's been happening right now, it doesn't fix whatever it is. So this is telling you to start opening new doorways, start looking at what else is available. And you've got the garden and the gate. So it's like where you're standing inside in safety and you're looking at what your options are about what you're going to do next. Because you're wanting to do something different, you're wanting to go somewhere or do something. So at the moment you're in the planning phase. All right? So thank you, Alyssa. Chris. I'm thinking, Chris, maybe we should do it here. Chris, are you happy for me to do another reading here? Because I've got time. I'll just check the messages from that woman. And put food in here? No. All right, let's get cracking. Let's do yours. So his name is General. This is your stepfather. Okay. Stepfather? Did you say stepfather? Let me go read that again. A general reading on your stepdad. And his name's General, but you call him Gene. All right, so what I'm going to do is 2 rows for his name, just to see general messages in this, and then we'll get on to 333 with the tarot and 3 underneath. What messages does... What needs to be known? He's not stepdad. He's... Oh, so you call him your stepdad. Yeah, I was a little bit confused there about that. It's like in my family, there's my sister's best friend and we call her Auntie Eilish. We all call her Auntie Eilish, but she's not related at all. and we call her husband Uncle John. Yeah, anyway, so let's have a look at general. I have never ever heard of somebody called General. That's unique. General, Jean. Show me what there is. Do you pronounce it Jean? Because G-E-N-E here is Jean. Like J-E-A-N, it's like the same. All right, General. Show me what messages there are around. Okay. G-E-N-E-R-A-L. I'm just going on to do with money, government, work, something official. It could be insurances, it could be something to do with government policy, or even if he works in the military or police or something to do with the government or something official, or there's an increase. There's an increase in financial status. So this is starting off with a 5, and then due to some sort of government official kind of thing, it goes to a 7. So let's say he had, I don't know, 5,000 sitting in a retirement fund, or 50,000 or 500,000. It's like through some sort of official channel, it jumps up to 7. So it goes from 5,000 to 7,000, 50,000 to 70,000, whatever. So there's a pretty good jump there. If he was doing anything to do with court, and he was getting a claim or selling something or whatever, it's like he gets more than expected, or he sells for more than expected. When he has this particular money in his hand or whatever it is, it's like it straight away goes into some kind of some plan that he had, or some sort of a loan kind of thing. Or let's say he has a $70,000 loan. It looks to me like he would pay off 30,000 of that to get in front, or he would help somebody, possibly a female. She would need assistance with this money, because we've got a female energy sitting there. He has something where he's been on and off the fence with this. So let's focus on a job or work or career or things like that first. It's like where he invested his time and energies in something. There was a bit of a roadblock where he thought, this might be over for me, I'm done here. And then a new beginning started, and he went into this journey, and it was everything he'd planned for. It's sort of dropped down a peg or two, and he's starting to notice whether, is he still into this or not? Because this is where somebody's starting to question their loyalty to a particular job or a particular plan, or, yeah, I'm committed to this, but I'm not too sure anymore. It's so where he's getting a little bit out of whack with something. And it could be influenced by a third person, a friend, a relative, somebody they mean well, they're trying to help out, but they could be steering him to, this is where he makes plans and they work out the way he wants them, and this is where the person's steering him to a plan of what he doesn't like. So, business speaking, this would be, it's set and it's balanced. Something government and official brings a bonus in or a change of plan. It goes according to the way he wants it. He starts to lose interest, or somebody else loses interest. If he had a business with somebody else, it's like one gets interfered with by an outside source. And then it changes the plan going in the wrong direction. So, yeah, if we look at this in regards to a health-related matter, it's telling me something that he's had before, or something that's within the family, it's coming back around. Now, not necessarily for him. It could be for this female that I'm seeing sitting here, or a male that I'm seeing sitting over here. So, yeah, there is possibility that there was a trip to hospital in the past. It's not showing surgery though. So it may have been some sort of you know, you had to stay in hospital for rest, or you had to stay in hospital to be receiving some type of drug treatment. It looks like it's balanced, but then it might come back around again and go a little bit out of whack again. Because if I look at this medically speaking, it's like something that was working, that was balanced, something's changed and it's going in a wrong direction at the moment. It needs to be looked at again. Business speaking, the same kind of thing. Something that was balanced and going in the right direction, it looks like it's needing to change direction again. Relationships, not really seeing anything in this particular spread, so we'll move on. Let's see general again. He doesn't work anymore, he's fully retired from the military. Well, it would be to do with where his money's invested. With military, they get, well, to my knowledge, military personnel, once they retire and everything, they get a lot of money in different plans, so that's probably why the government thing was there. If he had any kind of injury or anything, like he was exposed to chemicals or something when he was in the military, it may be that whatever that injured at the time, maybe it affected his eyesight or his hearing, that there's something that needs tweaking again, Crystal. It may be something coming back again. I don't think it's cancer, no. If he battled cancer back in 2015, I don't think it's that. It may be the cancer when he battled it back in 2015. It's affecting something now, but it's not the cancer again. Those cards didn't represent cancer. They represent something returning from the past, but not, it wouldn't be the top level. It wouldn't be the cancer. That would be 9 and 10. 8, 9, 10 would be sitting there in black. It was a 7, so it's not great, but it's something that it's affected either from his time in the military or from the cancer treatment that he had before. So it's affecting something now. So if he had chemo, for instance, maybe the chemo did something back then, but it's now starting to present itself with his eyes, his ears, his lungs, his kidneys, whatever it is, something to do with two of them. What else is coming here? All right. He's got something. Now, this can represent a dog, and I forgot to ask you, how's the dog now? We'll get to that later. He's got a card here that can represent soulmate, but it can represent, in this kind of spread, what I'm looking at, something he really desires, admires, and that he wants in his life. He's very responsible about how he's going to do this. It can represent a dog, a cat, a horse. There's something here fun about this. There's something he's experienced, something that he worked long and hard, and he deserves this. This is something he put a lot of efforts into. I feel a supportive thing here. This can be male or female. If this is human, male or female, this is where him and this person supporting each other in a very responsible manner, very responsible manner. Now, he's got somebody in spirit watching over him, a male energy here. We got the King of Swords here, or King of Spades, possibly military like himself, something to do with May. We got the double 5s here, the 5, 10, or May. So somebody that's in spirit is around him. There is a double surprise coming up on the horizon. This could be news of a new child coming into the family. And if that was that, I would say that he would be asked to be the godfather to this child, or he would be asked to be some sort of support in this. If he has a daughter or a son that's married, there could be a baby on the horizon in the family. Possible second child or twin kind of energy there, or two things going on at the same time. There is some kind of returning to the past there, so he may be going to get a surprise birthday celebration where people from his past are all invited. So let's say he's turning 65, you have an event and you invite some of his military buddies because there's something to do with a reunion of some kind that's coming towards him. It's very good, very nice. And it makes him go down memory lane in a good way. Yeah, so he's got that there. In regards to health matters, that can represent a thyroid or hormone. Again, it's something to do with two. All right, the buzz is going, so let's quickly do some yes and no's. We just found out yesterday it has returned, so he has to start chemo next week. I didn't think it was cancer because I didn't have the 9, 10 and whatever. So I'm sorry to hear that, Crystal. But, well, that's a good thing because I'm not seeing that it's going up to the high level. I'm seeing it's returned and then facing it and doing a new thing. All right? It may mean that something in between when he had the cancer and now that he's been taking or doing or whatever has caused it to reenact, caused it to come back up. And that's probably the forced change he doesn't like at the moment. Like everything was going well and he was going on his journey with the red 7. And then the black 7 is like, oh, here we go again. I'm going back down this journey again. So, yeah, there is treatment in that. There wasn't surgery, but. So I'm going to assume that although it has returned, it hasn't returned at the level that it was at, which is a good thing. Anyway, I pray, send prayer, healing over that way. So the reunion thing may be where somebody's, people are coming to see him. All right, yes and no for general. 2 questions. Here we go, Crystal. Okay, first question is more or less a no. There is a yes factor in there, but there's some kind of stubborn thing around it. It's kind of yes, no, maybe. Second question is a yes. Whatever you were thinking about, it's a yes, but it's a yes in a very positive way, what we've got here. So we have some kind of secrets, something that hasn't been found or hidden here at the moment around general. We also have a plan, agreeing to a plan and sticking to the plan and moving forward. But we also have him being very stubborn with his ways. Was he in the Navy when he was in military? Because we do have the anchor here, and sometimes when I read and it's somebody that's in military, they were in the Navy. But yeah, this is showing a refusal or a stubborn kind of feeling coming out there. The second question, which I got a yes, we got being very lucky, we got balance returning, and we got soulmate connection here, and we got whatever efforts you put in right now, you will see the benefits, the long term. You will see it all turn around. Anyway, that's it. He was in the Air Force. Okay, sometimes when we get the anchor, it has been, like when I've been doing readings, they say, oh, they were in the Navy. That's why I put it out there. Or when I get the boat as well. Unfortunately, there isn't any card that has an aeroplane. Anyway, Crystal, thank you for that. And the offer still stands if your brother wanted. I didn't see if you wrote any comments about that. I will do it in the WhatsApp if your brother is wanting the numbers. And I can have a look at his numbers. The numbers are not going to be future prediction or nothing, but they can tell him what his function level is and what the challenges. Function level is the wrong thing. What the positives and all the top pinnacles, and then the bottom is the challenges in his life that he might face along the way. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'm packing this all up, and I'll see everybody tomorrow. I wonder if that's my stepbrother Mario who's having another baby. If he's having another baby, Crystal, it had male. It had 5 of hearts, which is baby boy. And you're saying another one, so I'm assuming it would be second one because I said second child possibility. It's a nice thing. A nice thing as well. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I should be back tomorrow, same time, same place. And we'll get some more readings done. So I'll see everybody tomorrow. Take care. If I don't see anybody that's here today, tomorrow, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back next week for those guys. Take care, guys, and I'm out.